In this video, I won't be able to offer much analysis due to the utter foolishness of Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. Let's watch the entire video, and I'll share some thoughts with you afterward.
Let's go back to February, that question you decided to ask Volodymyr Zelensky about his suit. Why was that what you decided to push him on?
Well, you know, there had always been so much speculation amongst Americans that why doesn't, Zelensky ever put on proper attire when he's visiting, world leaders? And so that was a question that had actually been circulating for a while, so that when he showed up to the Oval Office back in February, it wasn't wearing a suit. I thought it was rather appropriate to ask that question. Now, that question was not meant to insult Ukrainians. It was not meant to diminish the value of what's going on in the war. It was simply calling out maybe what we perceived as a lack of self-respect for the presidency, for the Oval Office, and for really $380+ billion that American taxpayers have been contributing towards this fight
What was
against
disrespectful
Russia.
about it?
Well, this is the highest office in the world. I think you and I can both agree. There's no other higher figure than President Trump as well on a global stage. And it's just that's the attire when you go to the White House. That's what President Trump
not if you're
demands.
Elon Musk and you turn up in a T-shirt and a baseball cap. No one had a problem then. You didn't grill Elon Musk about it.
Well, here's the biggest difference about that. Elon Musk was saving American taxpayers billions of dollars in his Doge, and we were given, well, it's a big difference. Elon Musk is saving
that's not the point you were making. The point you were making is it's disrespectful to go into the Oval Office not being suitably dressed. I mean, there is a photo of Elon Musk in a T-shirt and a ridiculous hat clowning around in the Oval Office.
Yeah, your question I've heard a dozen times, and I'm going to answer it just like I'm answering it now. Elon Musk is saving American taxpayers money. We are giving Ukraine hundreds of billions of dollars. There is a big difference.
So it's not really then about what you wear in the Oval Office. It's about the history. It's about Zelensky.
I tell you what, why don't you try it? You come to the Oval Office and we'll see what happens if you show up in a T-shirt.
But why is it, Elon, why is it okay? If the point is, isn't it? If
you're missing the point here.
No, I'm not missing the point.
American taxpayers are giving Ukraine. If someone provides you with billions of dollars, wouldn't you want to somewhat show appreciation? You show up in a proper
in the same
attire?
way as if I was a businessman and the president had appointed me to a very, very senior, powerful position, I would wear a suit to work. Yes, Elon Musk didn't. I think that's disrespectful, isn't it?
Well, I don't see it that way, nor do the American people. So I'll just say it that.
What did you make?
The American people, look, the only people saying that are people who hate President Trump to begin with. Anybody in the MAGA base sees what Elon Musk did for the American people, saving waste, fraud, and abuse. They like what he did. They don't care if he shows up in a bathing suit. But when you're giving someone, another country, billions of dollars, there is a level of appreciation, and is a suit too much to put on? But I will say this, Ben, yesterday was a complete 180.
Go on.
From that Oval Office. I mean, I told myself, Ben, if he was to come in wearing a suit, the first thing I was going to do was congratulate him. I said he looked fantastic. He looks great. I apologized. See, you like that? I apologized to him. And then he threw a little zinger back at me, which,
what did you make of that? Because
I loved it. I actually loved it.
He pointed out that he changed his suit and you were wearing the same one. Was it the same suit, Mr. Glenn?
No, technically it wasn't the same suit. It was
so he was wrong. Okay.
Well, I think it was a funny joke. I took it really well, Ben. I really did. I think it loosened up that moment in the Oval Office. And you know what? From that point on, I remember making eye contact with President Zelensky multiple times, and it was kind of like a gentleman's nod, kind of like, okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. It was just a fun moment.
You think he's forgiven you?
I think he has.
I mean, I come back to the point slightly, Mr. Glenn. Journalists around the world would kill, frankly, like me, to be able to ask questions to two of the most consequential men in the world right now. We've got a war that's left hundreds of thousands dead. We've got massive geopolitical consequences and fallout and so on. Was there really nothing more significant to ask about than his sartorial choices?
Well, that's my question for him. Now, my question for President Trump was he wants to go down as a peacemaker. This was the other question that really didn't get covered on that press conference. I said, you want to go down as a peacemaker. How big is this right now to settle this conflict between Russia and Ukraine? I want peace more than anyone. I tell you what, my question yesterday.
Well, I don't think you want peace more than most of the Ukrainian people, respectfully.
Well,
because it's their sons and brothers and fathers that are being put on the front line. So I think they want peace.
Well, I will say this, Ben, out of full transparency, if you walk the streets of America and you ask 100 people, give me the top 5 concerns in your life right now, then I can promise you, out of those 100 people, no one is saying, I want peace between Russia and Ukraine.
Same in Britain, I'm sure.
In all due respect. Exactly. So, but personally, do I want to see kids die in Ukraine and Russia? Of course not.
Sure.
Neither do you. Neither do you.
No, but you also don't want to see Vladimir Putin emboldened and go waltzing into Moldova or Finland.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. And it's someone who I don't live over there. I got ocean privilege, thank God, right? Has Putin ever claimed that he's going to take over Europe? Has he ever said he wants to?
Well, you'll remember, Brian, he denied the week before invading Ukraine that he was going to invade Ukraine. So I would put it to you that he is not a man whose word can be taken ever at face value, to put it mildly. Would you agree?
I'll accept that. I agree.
All right, so I wanted to share that clip with you because, for me, it really captures what journalism in the US looks like right now. You've got a journalist from the UK and another one, call him a journalist or reporter, from the US who happens to be Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. His responses and comments were just downright embarrassing. Even the final question, which was supposed to be a gotcha moment, ended up being foolish, and the British journalist totally shut him down because his question was completely ridiculous. Earlier in the interview, Ben Keddish, the LBC host, called him out when he suggested there's a dress code for entering the Oval Office. But Ben pointed out Elon Musk's attire there, and you could hear him stumble over his words, struggling to respond because he was caught off guard. His excuse was laughable, claiming Musk is saving the country, making it okay. It's just utter nonsense. I expected nothing less from the American right, MAGA supporters, all of them. No surprise at all that this is how they handle questions and responses. I'm curious to hear what you think about this exchange between the LBC reporter and Marjorie Taylor Greene's foolish boyfriend who just managed to embarrass himself. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do me a huge favor, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next video.